Well, boys, Season of the Deep has finally concluded with its narrative. Season 22 is right behind the curtain as it's about a month away, launching on August 22nd. And we can definitely say that Season 22 will bring a heck full of more content, a reprise raid, and with that content, more story. Story has been a very focus point for me going into these latest expansions, and I gotta say this year has to be a really good one if this is going to be the final year for the Light and Dark saga. So these next two seasons are going to be very pivotal to the story, to the final shape. With last year, Season of the Plunder, we started the season around Aramis, the pirates, and Nezarec. This year before that, this third season of the year, we start Season of the Splicer, which really started to ramp things up for the Witch Queen. So I would say the middle season is very big as it really sets the stones for the next season after that and for the expansion. There's a lot of things we can nitpick for this next season, and I'm going to be talking to you in this video. Go get a snack, subscribe, let's get right into it. Spoilers ahead for the Week 5 Season of the Deep ending cutscene. Now, I wrote down a couple of questions for Season 22 to answer. I'm hopeful that they answer it, or they'll answer it in Season 23 being the end of the year. Now, I understand that many of us have already had that, oh, we have all these questions from Lightfall. I hope they're answered. We don't know if they're going to keep answering them in the next couple of seasons. Well, Bungie has confirmed that Season 22 and 23 will continue answering questions that should have been answered in Lightfall. I'm glad, and apparently the Veil Containment activity, if you go in there on Neomuna, that gives us more lore and on the Veil. They have confirmed that future stories beyond the final shape will be revealed in the next couple of seasons. So there's those little teases in there if you're wondering what we go into in this next saga after the final shape. Now, the questions I have for Season 22 are the following. How will we resurrect Savathun? How can she benefit us in our fight? Will she side with us, and will she beat Xe'thor Arath? Now, one of the big things that I want to start off with this first question is how we will resurrect Savathun. Now, there's a lot of implications in terms of resurrection that we actually don't look at, compared to a Guardian to a Hive God. Now, looking at a Guardian side, if we die in battle with the body, of course, falling on the ground, the ghost can go to the body and resurrect us, and we're back in the fight. Now, same thing can be said if our body is disintegrated. The ghost can still resurrect us. Now, when it comes to a Hive God, it's a bit of a different story. Now, we don't know the capacity of how much effort is that Amaro has to put in to resurrect a Hive God. And obviously a Hive God is pretty strong. Now, looking at from the Ghost of the Deep side, as if you didn't play that dungeon, apparently Oryx is in the final fight arena, and the point of the dungeon is that the Lucent Brood wants to resurrect Oryx as, of course, a Hive Guardian. Now, the point with that is that the Hive did not just use a ghost to resurrect Oryx. They also used the power of necromancy, as you can see in the final boss arena. They were using necromancy to bring that Hive God to life, which was the same power that Nokris used. Now, something interesting here, a Hive Guardian can use the power of, a Hive Wizard, per se, can use the power of necromancy and can use the power of the light. Now, interestingly, if this is the case, would the Lucent Brood have to help Amaro altogether resurrect Savathun, and would that take the entire season for Savathun to come back to life? And remember, for us, we need to bargain with Amaro to bring Savathun back to life. And it's not sort of an easy, we'll have Savathun come back to life, and boom, she will be on our side. Because remember this other question that I said, will she be on our side? It's a very hard subject to talk about. As you guys know, that with the Elixnian Cabal, they were easily able to be sort of redeemed in our way and be in the last city and are, of course, be allied with. Now, the Hive is very hard to really see having our alliance with, because the Hive has commenced tons of genocide to civilizations over the eons of their generation. we can't just easily ignore that and just say, oh, we're friends now, let's just go and attack the Witness. But again, enemy of my enemy, the Witness is gonna about destroy the entire universe, basically. We need to have, that desperate measure of, well, we need you to destroy the Witness. And of course, Savathun does not ally with the Witness. She is a light bearer, obviously, or well, a hive god that has the light. So would Savathun likely sort of be on our side? Yes, but Bungie has confirmed in a recent interview that the hive are in no shot anytime soon to be with us in an alliance. So technically not going to be our ally anytime soon. It's going to be in that field of that thin line of same interest in stopping the Witness. I can probably expect from this is that we are going to have those same sort of beginning, meetings that we had with the Cabal in Season of the Chosen. Remember that first meeting we had where they were kind of like sort of having like a parlay of some sorts where they were talking about maybe forming an alliance, but it was very sketchy of having like Zavala and Osiris and then all the Cabal. It's going to be like that, but with the Hive and Savathun, which is just so crazy to me. If we were going to meet together but not be in any way of fighting her, it would just be talking with her, which is fairly interesting because again, this is the Hive god of deception and cutting, so you never know what it seems. So again, there's that other idea that she's literally a god of lies, so who knows on what her true interest will actually lie in. We know that she's sort of like infallible of favoring the traveler at all costs at this point, but it's going to be interesting to say the least. Now, there's two more questions that we have to answer. One is how she will benefit us. Now, this is fairly, something I'm going to speculate on over the next couple of weeks, but I think she might know a way to get into the Traveler, or, well, into the Veil. I don't even know what to call this at this point, into the portal, because I don't think there's not a lot of stuff she can benefit us with if she has info to stopping the Witness, then going into the portal and actually finding what this place leads to. We don't know what the place is really going to be outside of that. It's sort of maybe like a valley of some sorts about from the teaser that we've gotten with Cade and Ikora. So it's going to be something like that. A realm of some sorts, a valley of maybe space and time, but it's going to be something around there. So if there's a way that she knows how to get into that portal, that's probably going to be our best shot at getting and trying to stop this, final shape from commencing. So let's talk about one of the other questions is about if she will help us defeat Xe'Thal-Wrath. Savathun and Xe'Thal-Wrath just don't get along anymore. Like, they kind of don't. Now, in Season of Lost, we learned that they had a sort of a unease relationship of how, Savathun did feel sorry for her, but as soon as she, detached herself from the worm in Season of the Lost and then was resurrected to the light, she kind of left that old life behind. And there can be a lot of emotions, a lot of character development, obviously, between the resurrection of Savathun and the interactions between her and Xe'Thal-Wrath. But, this whole season, Xe'Thal-Wrath is kind of just, that person who just wants to go and create conflict, havoc. She is the god of war. Any pain, any conflict, anything, she kind of just goes and grows stronger. So you can't really just go out heads on and face her. I think they said in dialogue during a deep dive that that's literally impossible. So looking from that way, you can't really do anything, but I feel like out of any character in the Destiny universe, I think Savathun is the best person to know how to defeat Xe'Thal-Wrath. Sister to sister. Now, I love the theory that was going around that they might actually go into resurrecting Oryx, maybe as just a joke or something, as a light bearer, and actually have him and Savathun face Xe'Thal-Wrath. That would just be an epic fight in the cinematic. Oh my god, I would put money down for that cinematic. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but obviously, with Savathun, I think she kind of knows how to sort of defeat Xe'Thal-Wrath in some sort of way to keep them from, of course, getting and commencing the final shape. We have the Witness at the very top. We don't know who other, maybe disciples that the Witness will probably, who knows, hire in this final battle. But looking at from so far, we know that Callus is gone. Aramis is on that thin line of, that light and dark side. We don't really know what's going to be, what case she's going to really go in. She's kind of just like an anti-hero type character. I don't really know. But we know Xetho Wrath is kind of more focusing on that, dark side. And I think that's really what I believe Xetho Wrath is going to be in the final shape. Well, guys, that really closes off today's video. I hope you enjoyed. We really wanted to dive into something new in today's video. I wanted to do more speculation, but in a different format. I like going over a couple questions that I think are the most popular for an upcoming season and speculating on them. If you did enjoy, then I would like for you to subscribe and help us reach 30K and join our Discord server. If you liked any more, again, to these videos, I will try to add more to the channel in the next couple of weeks. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.